Hello YouTube, Film Buff 06 here, and I am privileged to close out classic Doctor Who week on Who Addicts Reviews in style with my review of the Peter Davison story Black Orchid, which was initially broadcast within the first couple of days of March 1982 and was Peter Davison's fifth adventure as the Fifth Doctor since succeeding Tom Baker in the role at the end of Logopolis. Also, according to Doctor Who history, this is the first purely historical story since the Highlanders from the beginning of Patrick Troughton's era, which means that there are no science fiction elements in this story, save for, of course, the TARDIS and its crew, consisting of the Fifth Doctor, Peter Davison, Adric, played by Matthew Waterhouse, Nyssa, played by Sarah Sutton, and Tegan, played by Janet Fielding. Now, the story is that the Doctor, Nyssa, Tegan, and Adric land the TARDIS at a railway station in 1925 England, where they discover that they are expected to take part in an afternoon cricket match, which is where we actually get to see the Doctor playing cricket, which kind of shows how energetic and youthful Davison's Doctor was. Anyway, then they get casually invited to stay at the Cranley Hall to participate in a fancy dress ball. While all this is going on, they discover that someone is murdering all the servants, and it's up to our favourite time travellers to find out who the killer is and why. Now, this story is more of a period drama like Miss Marple than a traditional Doctor Who episode, which sometimes isn't such a bad thing. And just slightly off topic, I think this story was the inspiration for The Unicorn and the Wasp from series 4, you know, the modern series, which was set around the same time period, specifically around the time that Agatha Christie herself mysteriously disappeared. And like that one, this is basically an Agatha Christie style murder mystery, but just with a slight Doctor Who-esque twist. Now, what did I think of this story? Well, while it isn't quite up there with the likes of Earthshock, The Deadly Assassin, The Time Warrior, Genesis of the Daleks, and Tomb of the Cybermen, among others, I think it's still a pretty enjoyable story, although I would have loved it if this story continued for a few more episodes. It has moments of comedy, suspense, and intrigue throughout. The story is quite well written. The direction from Ron Jones is pretty good. The score as well is nicely well handled. The moment where the Doctor plays cricket, which lasts for about 5 minutes, is very entertaining to watch. While he isn't one of my favourite Doctors, in my opinion, I still quite enjoy Peter Davison in the role. Adric, Nissa and Tegan are entertaining companions to watch, although not as annoying as I think they have been in the past. If I have to have one nitpick about this story, it is that there are times where it sort of drags a bit and it feels a bit slow, but apart from that, just everything else kind of works splendidly. Now another question you might ask me is, would I revisit this story in the future? Would I revisit this story in the future? Probably yes. And in conclusion, if I were to give Black Orchid a rating, I would give it an 8 out of 10. Not as good as the big Doctor Who greats, but still pretty enjoyable. Now, feel free to comment below and let me know what you think about this story. Plus, not only subscribe to the Who Addicts Reviews channel, but also subscribe to my own channel. Well, hope you enjoyed Classic Doctor Who week throughout this week, and who knows, one day we might be doing another special week like this. Yes, we might. We, of course, being myself, James Wilson, Matthew Rowney, Harry Williams, and Owen Salmons. But until then, there must be no regrets, no tears, no anxieties. Just go forward with all your opinions and prove to us that we are not mistaken in ours. Farewell, everyone.